We give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, YAHAWASHI, 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 YAHWAH, Ra, Ka, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, well, peace and blessings to the Akim out there, pushing this word with sincerity and in truth. This lesson I wanted to go in to talk about the lonely path and walking in this truth and let's make it to the end. But in the meantime, enduring. Let me give a few examples of the scriptures. Okay. First, I'm going to start with 2 Timothy 2 verse 3, where it says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of YAHAWASHI." Verse 4, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier." Yeah, so to endure hardness, right? We'll endure hardness. Okay, so in your life, the day to day, here in the land of captivity in this kingdom. All right, we serve under Esau one way or another, one shape or form. All right, or manner, and but that's how it's supposed to be. All right, according to the scriptures. We're living prophecy right now. Deuteronomy, specifically Deuteronomy 28, the curses from the Most High. Right? But it says, "Thou therefore endure hardness." What's a form of hardness? A form of hardness is laboring. Okay, laboring for this truth, in this truth. Going out there on the highways and byways, having your face seen, or professing the name of Yahweh, YAHAWASHI, right? Whether it be, family, friends, right? That enduring the isolation and the blowback, so to see, I'm trying to figure out how to put this, how to endure the hardness, more of a scorning, all right, for being in this truth, for walking truth faithfully, right? Nobody wants to hear it. Everybody wants to say you crazy. It doesn't make any sense, or I don't believe in all that. The whole rundown. It says, "As a good soldier of YAHAWASHI." So endure all those things, being a good soldier, and that was my point also. This video to put out there that we are soldiers in this walk. Okay, we all have different lots, but at the same time, we all are supposed to be a final product, a finished product. All right, that soldier, that elite soldier, that the Most High, YAHAWASHI, is building us up to be. Okay, and in the spirit. I'm not talking about physical, but in the spirit, right? No man that warreth entertaineth himself the affairs of this life. Okay, yeah, the affairs of this life, meaning, you know, taking on extra jobs or extra work, okay, that's going that you may end up putting before the truth, or that you see coming before the truth. You can't do that. Women, family, friends, mom and sister, brother, all right, uncle, favorite auntie, all right, can't. The affairs of this life, all right, you know, relationships, business partners, the things you personally, like, you aren't, those things aren't supposed to take place before this truth was serving you outside. How am I understand? Right? That he may please him who have chosen him to be a servant. Right? So keeping this truth first in your life, and pursuing this life, you know, this calling, you know, you are pleasing YAHAWASHI. You're pleasing me. By being that soldier, being that soldier that he called you to be. Okay, you can't be a soldier in the midst of war. You're in a spiritual war, all right? Every day, wake or sleep, you're in a spiritual war, brothers. All right? It don't end, it don't stop. Sleep don't take no breaks. You already know this. The devil, that deceiver, he's an adversary. Okay. He's on from the left hand of the Most High, all right? He's still our adversary. Through YAHAWASHI, we already defeated him. Now, right, so keeping ourselves apart from this world and this captivity and this kingdom as much as possible, all right, through the spirit that is pleasing to the Most High. All right, it's pleasing to the Most High, who's called us to be soldiers. All right, to strive, to be diligent, to push through it, to push forward in the spirit. All right, and it's never that simple. The scriptures tell you to fast and to pray. That even YAHAWASHI fasted and prayed. Okay, come to me. I'm gonna write this out. If all are willing, I put those scriptures up for you. All right. I'm gonna go down. All right. 2 Timothy 2:7. Consider what I say, and the Most High give thee understanding in all things. Remember that YAHAWASHI HaMashiach of the seed of David was raised from the dead according to the gospel. All right. Wherein I suffered trouble as an evildoer, even unto bonds. The word of the Most High is not bound. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake. Right, right, Akim. What are we striving for? What are we doing? All right, for the elect. YAHAWASHI is coming back for, okay, to redeem, to claim, right, and to destroy these heathen and Esau, and completely crush and demolish the system, right? And it's going to be brought under our feet, under the feet of YAHAWASHI. Right? Again, Abaratazah, soon. Right? Now, right? So endure this hardship like the soldiers that we are, right? We those elite, those special forces soldiers. Okay, I was trying to find a clip earlier, but I couldn't find the right one. You know, I'll try to throw it in. You know, the Spirit allows, right? Okay, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in YAHAWASHI Mashiach of eternal glory. Right, so that we, you know, we push this word out, you know, diligence, fervence, right? And try to wake up the rest of the elect that's out there, okay? That they may also obtain that salvation that is promised, okay? That's the most important mission we got out here. Wake up the elect. Alright? Verse 11. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. Alright? Verse 12. For we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. Alright? And what is this referencing in verse 11? Okay, what is it referencing? It's a faithful saying. For if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. Meaning that if we cast off this world, okay, it's going to be a lonely path. It's going to be your family not going to want to deal with you, your friends, people you thought were closest to you, all right, your co-workers, your best neighbor, okay, everybody. Alright? Even those of your own household. Yeah, it's going to get that real and it's going to be that close. If you in the spirit, I pray that you understand what I'm saying, where I'm coming from. Okay, look no further than you know, living room. Right? And you know, for lack of words. Right? But for if we be dead with him, meaning we endure as soldiers and we put our own desires and wants, you know, to the side. Don't make that our main focus. Okay. That's us dying. That's dying to the flesh. That's depriving the flesh. Right? Then we shall also live with him. Meaning what? We're going to have life through what? The Spirit which quickeneth. Okay? What Spirit? The Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit that will sit down from YAHAWASHI. Okay? After he ascended. Okay? It's important to know too, out there, those who this word resonates with, this truth resonates with. If you're suffering for YAHAWASHI, alright, if you are suffering, alright, know that you will reign, Okay? As the scriptures say, if we suffer, we shall also reign with them. You're going to reign in the kingdom. Okay? You're going to go through it all. You're going to be built up as that elite soldier, that spirit forces soldier, that training that nobody can, that the dropout washout rate is very high. Okay? If you can, look it up. Green Beret selection, or Green Beret selection training. Right? Heck, you can even go to Navy SEALs. Right? BUDS, BUDS, BUDS training. All right, and you look that up. All right, and check out the washout rate for these training programs, these elite military training programs. Since we are soldiers, we are called to be soldiers. All right, spiritually, all right, we are soldiers in these vessels. The chains of darkness. We are the vessel. We are us, the soldiers within us. Okay, greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. Okay, as soldiers, YAHAWASHI, all right, in the spirit, if you can receive that. Okay. All right, next I'm going to jump to John 19, verse 1. Okay, this is going into where YAHAWASHI was brought up before Pilate. Okay, right before he was crucified. Okay, also to compound the fact, okay, that we are soldiers, that we are elite, but our general, okay, our king, all right, of the kingdom to come, has went through this and endured before we did. Okay, and took on the burden and the pain and the loneliness and the despair, so that we can have power to do the same thing in His name, the name of YAHAWASHI. All right, that's why I want to bring it to this particular scripture right here, John 19 and 1. Okay, then Pilate therefore took YAHAWASHI and scourged him. All right, he was scourged and beaten. All right. Verse 2. And the soldiers plaited a crown of thorns, a crown of thorns, and put it on his head. And they put on him a purple robe. All right, so this is a form of humiliation. All right, our Savior right here, YAHAWASHI, is being humiliated. All right, and mocked by these soldiers, these Roman soldiers. Okay. What's our crown of thorns mentioned here? That YAHAWASHI actually had a crown of thorns, this thing to say, but what's our crown of thorns? All right. Our crown of thorns are our thoughts, okay, our doubt, the unbelief, okay, those things which cause us pain and anguish. That crown of thorns also is those things that want in your mind, that way of thinking, that unbelieving mindset that tries to separate you from the truth and the faith, all right, and YAHAWASHI. That's your crown of thorns, a spiritual crown of thorns, okay? And it's easy to go through, it's easy to encounter that as a soldier, as a faithful soldier. I mean, you could be going, and then you just, hit your low point, and Satan, the devil, he jumping, he tries to get you, poke at you, bring you down, and wear you down. Okay? Because you are the leader, you are chosen. Alright? Our desire, we are chosen for elect here. You know, you're gonna overcome. You overcome through the blood of YAHAWASHI. Alright? Right? So that's crown of thorns that's being symbolized here. Even though YAHAWASHI, he did have a little crown of thorns on his head. But our crown of thorns today, alright, is that mentat. Alright? And put it on his head. Alright? Talking about YAHAWASHI. And they put on him a purple robe. Alright? It said, this is what our Savior, our Messiah, is going through. This is what he's going through. He's going through suffering as a soldier. As our general, he took the first step, the first lead. He took it and bore it all. He went through it all himself. Okay? We are called to be soldiers, and this is a lonely path. Alright? Don't expect anybody to be there with you or to be able to walk through it with you. When you're taken up before judges and you're taken up before princes and governors, you know, chances are you're going to be alone. Alright? When Jacob trouble rolls around here, chances are you're not going to be around the Aki or anybody that believes. You know? There's nobody that had this truth. Even during those times, you got to remember why Yahweh is going to be there with you, and the angels. All right. Verse 3, and said, "Hail, King of the Jews!" And they smote him with their hands. So they mocked YAHAWASHI. Alright? Same thing we endure nowadays. Getting mocked for telling the truth, spreading this truth, and spreading the gospel. 100%. You know, you get attacked. You get mocked by other people. People looking at you, just mocking what you say. Don't care to, you know, they don't really listen. They just like got these spirits on them, you know. They just want to mock you, make fun of you, and, you know, malign you, right? So they were saying the Messiah here, all right, and they're King of the Jews, and they smote him with their hands. So they made fun of the Messiah, all right, YAHAWASHI. And they slapped him across the face. They slapped him. And we're gonna have to go through some similar things, brothers. Talking about that, we're gonna go through that, man. Even worse. But this right here is letting you know, okay, our general, that our king, Yahweh went through this already. Right before us. So we ought to follow and be and use him as an example. All right. He's a commanding general. He's our savior. He's the way, the truth, and the life. Scriptures also say, "Without me, you can do nothing." All right. So we ain't gonna make it unless we follow YAHAWASHI. All right. Unless we are in him. As we abide in him, he's going to abide in us. Alright. So they smote YAHAWASHI with their hands. And I would jump down to basically we can't be discouraged by these things and just expect these things to come. Just because it's explaining that it happened to YAHAWASHI before us. Alright? That's the point of the cross, I think. those who are meant to receive this word is truth. Okay. Go down to remember this, Aki, when the day, when that time comes and they delivering you, all right, they're taking you up before the, for the governors and the kings of the earth. And just remember, I'm jumping down here to verse 11, right? John 19, verse 11. And this YAHAWASHI answer. Actually, let's start from 10. All right, so John 19, verse 10. Then said unto him, Speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee and have power to release thee? All right, so this Pilate boasting, and like YAHAWASHI doesn't realize, his position, okay, and the authority that he has. But little does Pilate know that he's, YAHAWASHI. Hey, that's our general, that's our king, that's our savior, Messiah, right? Look at this and let this soak in here. This part right here, this part of the script, right? It's part of the movie of the Most High Yahweh, right? He said, Then said Pilate unto him, Speakest not unto me? So he's saying, You're not going to talk to me, all right? Saying that to YAHAWASHI, Thou not power to crucify thee. All right. So all right, you speakest thou not unto me. So he's saying to YAHAWASHI, You're not going to speak to me, all right? Don't you know the power to crucify you and have power to let you go? You're not going to speak to me, But he was being simple, all right, thinking that he had some kind of authority over me. In that moment, he didn't stand a chance. So it's the same thing for us, Aki, when they deliver us before governors and before princes and before kings and all kind of rulers. All right, you have to have in your mind and pray to be in the right spirit and to have the faith to be able to know where you stand. Okay, don't crumble, don't be afraid. I know it's easier said than done right now, because it is. That's just the way it's easier said than done. It always is. The real important matters. Okay, always easier said than done. But this verse right, okay, like he was somebody that YAHAWASHI had to him, that he had to acknowledge. Same thing for us. We come in the Spirit, all right, in the Holy Spirit. When that time comes, we're gonna be in the Spirit, all right, and YAHAWASHI is gonna be with us, right? So the same thing applies to us when we our pilot, all right, tries to demand us to speak or to tries to exalt himself. Remember, he ain't nothing, all right, because we know who we serve, and we always gonna know who we serve. All right? YAHAWASHI answered, This is our Savior, y'all. This is our Messiah, our Lord. Right? He said, YAHAWASHI answered, Thou couldst have no power at all against me. All right? I mean, you can't do nothing. YAHAWASHI told the pilot, You can't do nothing except it were given thee from above. Alright? It was out of the Father Yahweh, the Heavenly Father Yahweh. So I'm telling Pilate, you wouldn't have power to do nothing to me. That's the same attitude we gotta have even to these devils, these spirits that's on these people that we run into. Alright? These spirits that go leaping from one person to the next. Okay? Spirit in your kids, and your mom, and your wife, and your sister, and your friend, your brother, uncle, and so on and so forth. Your co-worker at work, your feed, your best friend. Alright? Manipulators. Alright? Manipulation will be coming from the people closest to you. Alright? You gotta be spiritually discerned and aware. You know? But that applies to them. Alright? They can't have no power. They had no power over you unless it was, you know, they couldn't be able to come up against you the way they're coming against you as a man of the Lord. Alright? If it unless it was given to them to do so. And we all know Akim, you know, the Most High has control the left hand side and the right hand side. Equal. Right? That we do know. Alright? Therefore, he that delivered me unto thee hath the greater sin. Here we go. Jump down to verse number 15. John 19:15. But they cried out, away with him, away with him. Alright, these are the Jews, alright, who would now be modern day, you know, 2/3, alright, of Israel. Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, 2/3, alright. Those were the Jews back then that was, you know, those same spirits from back then when they crucified YAHAWASHI, also who wanted YAHAWASHI crucified. Was Romans, it's Roman, but you know, the book of Acts. It also talks about, I believe it's Acts chapter 3. It talks about the same people are responsible for crucifying or putting YAHAWASHI to death. Right? That would be the modern day that would be 2/3 of Israel. Right? Esau sitting at the council as ruler. Right? So I said, away with him, away with crucified. Pilate saith unto them, shall I crucify your king? The priest answered, we have no king but Caesar. Next verse. Then he him therefore unto them to be crucified. And they took YAHAWASHI and led him away. Verse 17. And he bearing his cross went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha. Right? Where they crucified him and 2 others with him on either side, one and YAHAWASHI in the midst. Alright, as we can see here, you know, they took YAHAWASHI and he made it to the finish line, man. Alright? He was a soldier. And he endured, and he went through all these things beforehand before us. Right? That's a great example. Pray and ask for faith to be more like YAHAWASHI. Right? So where they crucified him and 2 others with him on either side. And YAHAWASHI in the midst. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump to alright, John 18 verse 37. This is also talking about this is from John 18:37. Pilate therefore said unto him, Art thou a king then? YAHAWASHI answered, Thou sayest that I am a king. To this end was I born. Right? Water in this verse. Okay, we have to see right here where it says YAHAWASHI answered, Thou sayest that I am the king. Right? To this end was I born, and for this cause came I into the world. Hey, isn't that what we're here? We're here to preach. We're here to spread this gospel. Alright? And tell the 100% cold, hard facts. Straight out of the scriptures. No watering down, right? So, isn't that why we come? To be prophets and teachers and ministers of righteousness. That's our mission right now. That's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to do it, whether you scoffers and scorners like it or not, whether you 2/3 like it or not. Alright? Esau, we don't give a damn if you like it. Your time is right around the corner. You're going to be burnt with that thermonuclear fire. Right? Chariots will lash up too. Well, another note, it says, Thou sayest, I am king. To this end was I born, and for this cause came I into the world. Okay? Again, this is why we came into it. This is why we were born into this truth out here. Alright? We were in the womb. Alright? We were destined to have this truth. According to the Most High will. Nobody can take that away. Let them scoff and scorn at that. Let them be the Pharaoh, like the Pharaoh wanted to run his mouth. Okay? Back in Egypt, the Most High when we smoke and killed his firstborn. What, we didn't have that blood on the doorpost. The saying that the Pharaoh in the past was modern day 2/3 out here. Right? Want to be wicked and evil. Right? And hard-headed. But yes, we came into the world after YAHAWASHI to be in following his footsteps. All right, that I should bear witness unto the truth. All right, this truth, and us also we're here to push this truth out. Okay. whether they like it or not, whether we like it or not. This is the truth, the 100% truth out of the scriptures. Okay? And yes, it was given from my elders. It was given. It was given from the Most High to the Spirit, down to the elders of Great Millstone, on down. Yes, that is the order it happened. All right. And you can't say otherwise because you had no idea of it. Okay, until it was given. But before I digress, everyone that is of the truth hears my voice. So who are those that heard the voice of the Messiah? All right, we are those people. We are His people that hear His voice now. Everyone that is of the truth hears my voice. So we hear the words of the Messiah, of YAHAWASHI, all right? And we're speaking the truth of YAHAWASHI, which is this word. Then we hear His voice. That means we're of the truth. So don't doubt and don't put yourself down, all right? No, but remembering also at the same time, this walk is lonely and this walk is hard. It's not meant for the faint-hearted, but it's meant for soldiers, all right? You're not only are you a soldier, you're a soldier with the truth. All right. It says and the scripture also says thy word is true. All right. They believe John 17. Thy word, His word is true. Okay. And the word is what? The sword of the Spirit. So you're a soldier with a sword, pretty much. Okay. Whew. No better than this. It's great. Yeah. Let me go on here. Slide to Matthew 23, verse 34. See how it shines. Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men, scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify, and some of them shall ye scourge in your synagogues, and persecute them from city to city. That goes for today too. Alright? That applies to the 2/3. Scoffers and Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans who don't want to come into this truth. Alright, you hear it and throw it off to the side just to be a part of this kingdom, and it's supposed to be a land of we serve out our slavery in. Alright, this kingdom is shot, it's going down, it's going to be brought low. Alright, this is it really blows my mind. Okay, how it makes me angry as hell. All right, that you can be out there and you 2/3 and you mockers and the scoffers, man, and you don't even have the truth. You don't even believe in the truth. You have nothing to go off on, even though it's being told to you. And who's delivering these messages? Who was sent out here to the vineyard? All right, it's the prophets and the wise men and the scribes. All right, the same men you see today. All right, the prophets of the Most High, mainly in Great Men. All right, and those who follow the truth in accordance with the teaching, the same teaching with this truth. All right, the same doctrine. We all together in that. All right, and that ain't gonna change. But I will say, it said, and some of them shall ye scourge in your synagogues and persecute them from Savior. Everywhere you look at all the different camps that's out there, you got Great Millstone in almost every city in this country. in Babylon the Great, and in other countries abroad. All right, and they're catching hell. All right, the prophets out there, the wise men, scribes, you know, men who are endowed in this truth, man. They're catching hell everywhere there. Every place there's a camp, the brothers are catching hell in the spirit, even though you can't see it all. All right, some of it is not visible to the eye. But we all catching hell, man. Right? And that's why you knock him out there. I lift you up, man. I exalt you up. Okay. Your name is YAHAWASHI. I exalt you. All right. Ain't no different because when we fought the war, right? It was Vietnam. A lot of soldiers got back and get spit on and disrespected and disgraced. You know, ain't no different now because we're putting this truth out, okay, through the spirit. The same things have being rejected, scoffing and mocking, and coming up against you and bucking up. Mostly our own people. Forget the heathen, they got something to say, but they don't even matter. They're like spittle from, you know, to the Most High. They ain't nothing. Forget the heathen, forget Esau. But our people are 2/3, okay? 2/3 of Israel. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The biggest problem. I'm not gonna go on and on, but yeah, I wanted to just get that point there, 34, and down to, bear with me, Mark 10, verse 34. It said, and they shall mock him, and shall scourge him, and shall spit upon him, and shall kill him, and the third day he shall rise again. This is Mark 10, verse 34. Who are they talking about? They're talking about YAHAWASHI. Alright? Which, as we already read, YAHAWASHI was you know, spit on and mocked, and they smote him in the face, all kind of things. You know? All for this truth. And people want to call him Jesus Christ. Call on that name in that day, during that day when Yahweh shall return, and you're going to die. Right? Simple as that. You're going to die. You not see what you put Savior through? Do you not see that? I'm right here, meet me. I'm right here in Mark 10, verse 34. And they shall mock him, they shall scourge him, they shall spit upon him, they shall kill him. And the third day he shall rise again. Even though that's prophecy, now it's supposed to be fulfilled. But at the same time, you 2/3, the same spirit that's you 2/3 now was responsible for that. Okay? When YAHAWASHI was walking the earth. Same spirit as you clowns now, man. Alright? So I'm going to be labored on in vain, Hakim. Alright? But you know, the whole thing is I hope I made my point that, you know, we are elite soldiers, right? And this walk, we were called into this faith, into this truth. Alright, we didn't invite ourselves, we didn't ask for an invitation, it was given to us. Right? With great responsibility, great urgency, a command to get it done, to accomplish the mission as soldiers, as elite soldiers. Okay, there's nothing special about us specifically. We were foreordained and preordained. Okay, foreknown to be given this knowledge. But I can say at the moment I came into this truth, I didn't deserve it. The moment I came into this truth, like where I was, I didn't deserve it at all. I never did, and I never will. None of us would be able to do it. Unless it was given to us. It does. Those who it was given to was foreordained, selected, foreordained for them to get it from the foundation of the earth. Yeah, so let's continue. I get them out there to be strong, alright, strong soldiers, elite. So we're not no weak, bottom of the barrel, we are elite. And all pushing this truth and sincerity and truth, alright, righteously, taking the scriptures and applying them, alright, bringing it to life through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. As long as we do that, we will remain the elite until the deliverance comes. Until YAHAWASHI come to crack the clouds and come and beams us up out of here. But we are soldiers. So lace up, brothers. Lace up, Aki. Lace up them boots, man. You know? We all got our rucksacks on. Okay. The sin of our lots. Okay. We got a rucksack full of lots that we're carrying around, each one of us. Alright? And we all walking single file on one side of the road, each side of the road, okay? For a single file. Alright? If we see one get weak, we try to pick them up, push them forward to keep going. It's a narrow path. But in this truth, we will not led astray or misled or blinded. No, the 100% truth is given to us. But we know it's a narrow path. You go down and you stay down, you ain't gonna make it. Point blank, period. Now graduation is gonna be when YAHAWASHI is crowning us in the kingdom. Alright. Until next time, you know, persevere, make it. Pray for all y'all can out there with the truth. Push this thing sincerity. Remain diligent, fervent for the Most High, YAHAWASHI. Once again, they continue. So I'm giving all glory and honor, praise to YAHAWASHI, Hashem, Rakah, Rahak, 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 Kadash. Give double honors to the apostles and elders of Bluestone. Peace and blessings to you, Akim. I love y'all. And keep pushing. Alright. Shalom.